Cancelled.
Schweezy.
Oh no! Our table!
This weekend, I went to a bachelor party for a friend who's getting married. And so, with everything in my life, it could be like, hey, a friend's having a social event. Would you like to come? Yes, because I can then talk about it on my job. And usually that's why I agree to a lot of things. I figured out in life I just agree to a lot of things because then I can talk about it on my job. And so now that's what I'm going to do. That's what we're going to talk about. So
Let's just jump into it.
So it's a bachelor party. And I don't know, like when I was first asked, hey, we're going to this cabin for my bachelor party. I'm like, ugh. And the reason I think that is because in Nashville, every bachelor, it's just, it was Music City, but now it's become Bachelorette City. Like that's what the city's become, and it's just kind of sad though. And like it's like a great place for music. Like you meet a lot of music people, but like 20 years or whatever, is it gonna be like a good music place to live or whatever? Like I guess they're gonna have some headquarters still there, but at the same time, like ugh. Like, I wish they'd just get rid of party buses and shit like that and just, keep the downtown. I wish they could just pass some law, because they were trying to do a deal with a lot of party bus shit, and then, I guess someone had money, got their way around it. That's, the scooters, they were like, we're going to ban the scooter thing. And then, those scooter companies paid money, and the mayor was like, you know what? I guess they can stay. But anyways, though, no talking about Nashville, because these stories did not happen in Nashville. Therefore, we cannot talk about Nashville. So, this was at a cabin in the middle of nowhere. So that's where this took place. I could tell you where it was. And none of you, I can't imagine. Someone may come like, I kind of know that area. But if you've not been there, like you don't know the area. I'm going to tell you right now, you probably don't know the area.
That's rough, buddy.
That's for sure. So, yeah, I did have fun. It was a fun time, fun partying. We came up Friday and I left Sunday. I thought it ended on Saturday, I think at first, and I thought I had plans on that, and so I had to get my meds sent to me from a friend who was coming in on Saturday. So long story short, I did have fun, but it was nice when I got back though, because I didn't shower that whole time. I was only around guys, and we're drinking, and then so you have that, and then you're also like around campfires and smoke and shit, there were people smoking, but we're not talking about them. We're talking about me and what I did at this bachelor party. And it was a fun time, but it was also, like campfires or like fire pits, like the smoke gets on you, and then you go home and like, yeah, you can't wear those jeans anymore. You can't re-wear those jeans you wore. So it was like that. So like immediately I got home, I like threw all my clothes in the wash to wash all my clothes, and then and then I took a shower, and like you feel like a whole new person after you take a shower. Showers are great, people. If you're into anime, you should really get into showers. I'm gonna tell you, they're pretty great. And I could probably go like a day without a shower. After that, though, like the drive back, I'm like, got in the shower, like, oh. It wasn't as good as coming, but it was pretty close. But, the first thing I saw, we got into the cabin, is, how, like, men will get this, women will probably get this, too. But, like, when women decorate a home, there's always these cheesy fucking shit everywhere. Like, a nice man's home is pretty, like, just, like, art pieces, like a good one, like, art pieces. I have posters, but I put them in frames, It's like an Air Bud poster, It's just classy shit. And stuff like that. So it's just like really nice, classy things, hang on the wall, because if you don't hang on the wall, you're a fucking psycho. That's for sure. Well, this cabin, I guess somehow a woman got in there and decorated the place. Even though it was like kind of initially like a hunting cabin, where it was just like a bunch of beds and like just a place to hang out. Men deal with these stupid ass decorations women put up just because they want their penis touched. So I saw a sign for cabin rules. I'm going to pull up the picture now, and then for those listening, I will also be reading the cabin rules of the cabin. So I very much enforced these rules upon everyone this weekend at the cabin. So now that some of you can see it, but I'm going to read it for those listening. Rule number 1, be lazy and crazy. And I'm already a little crazy. And it's like, when I break up with a woman, it's like, I can never say she's crazy. I'm like, I'm crazy too. I can't be saying that shit. Even if it is true. Sometimes. I haven't really dated like anyone who's crazy though. I think I'm really into like smarter women, and that's why things haven't worked out for me. But the be lazy part, I was definitely being lazy. Rule number 2, my favorite rules. Campfires. And campfires was the only one on this list. For those seeing this, that you know. But for those listening, you need to know that the only thing in all capital letters is campfires. And that's rule number 2, campfires. I'm like, you couldn't have, like, put a little bit of extra paint there to put, like, enjoy campfires. Like, you could have put that there. But no, you're just like, rule number 2, campfires. And all caps. And you're just like, Jesus, fucking calm the fuck down. So that was rule number 2. And so I was like, hey, everyone, rule number 2, campfires. And then rule number 3, eat and drink plenty. I did a lot of that. I usually eat one meal a day. I usually just like go for one big-ish meal a day. So it's kind of like, because for me, it's kind of like intermittent fasting, where it's like, hey, I ate 1,500 calories in one meal, but that's all I ate today. So I reached my daily calorie limit. That's a good thing to do. I go over that a lot, though. Don't pretend. I'm not pretending like I'm perfect, but that's why I tried it. I did try for one meal a day, and then like the middle of the night, I'd be like, I'm gonna eat something. I'm gonna snack. I was good today. I need a snack. I've been drinking. I need to fucking get cracker crumbs all over my desk. That's just me, though. That's a different thing. But no, eat and drink plenty. We definitely drank plenty. And I'm going to be talking more about the drink plenty part. We did eat plenty. We just mainly ate 3 meals a day. And that was off for me. Apparently, that's how normal people eat. But I like to follow Childish Gambino when he says, breakfast, lunch, and dinner is for beginners. You don't even know. And that's how I live. Rule number 4, take a nap. I did take a nap. Mainly because I woke up, hung out with everyone a little bit, then I'm like, I'm tired. And so I went inside, took a nap. Because usually if I'm drunk, I just sleep everything. I just sleep the pain off. And that's how that works. So a lot of us, we all did take naps. So we did follow rule number 4. I actually think we followed all these rules. Rule number 5, enjoy the day. I enjoyed the day. But we did bring up rule number 2 and rule number 4 a lot. Because we definitely needed to bring those up a lot, because those were probably the most important rules to begin with. I also want to talk about pissing outdoors. So this is like the middle of nowhere, and it was just all guys. So it's like, let's all piss outdoors. So you kind of go to like nearest the tree line where no one's just going to look at your fucking wiener, because no one wants to see no one wants to see a wiener. Like, it doesn't matter what gender you are. Do gay men like seeing wieners? Because I'm like, I don't know. I think they just... I feel like if I was a gay man, I would just like, I just want my wiener sucked by another man. I don't want to see someone else's wiener. But I'm not an expert on the gays. I should be an expert on the gays. I don't know why I'm not. So, anyways, though, but like, peeing outdoors for a man / penis havers, I'll just say the penis havers out there, pissing outdoors is the fucking best. And I gotta tell you. So there's like a debate, like, should you sit down to pee or should you stand to pee? And, like, I know there's a lot of fathers out there teaching their son to be like, there's moments you have to take the sit-down pee, and there's some moments you gotta take your stand-up pees. And, there's a difference like that. I hate peeing sitting down. If it's just a pee, I will not sit down to pee. I don't know why. I think it's just a lot of effort. It's not a lot of effort getting down. I think it's a lot of effort getting up for me, because I'm probably just kind of fat. And so, like, I always just like standing up to pee. And a life hack I learned from my dead dad, may he rest in peace. And if you play the Schweezy drinking game, gotta take a sip, take a drink. He taught me that, hey, if you get pissed on the toilet seat, just take some toilet paper, wipe it off. Problem solved. And that's what I think you should do. So, like, I'm not going to, just always leave the toilet seat down. Just piss on it, wipe it off. Life's better. Anyways, though, but just peeing outside, you just pull your dick out, piss. You don't have to worry about aim, because, that's the problem with toilets, is that, like, you have to really focus on your aim, and any slight movement, you can get pissed somewhere, and then that's why Roman's like, do you men know how to aim? Use the toilet? I'm like, Men, just wipe your piss. But peeing outside, though, ladies, listeners, or vagina havers, and ladies, just know that for a man, pissing outside is just so fucking easy. Like, you don't have to worry about your aim. Your only progress is, like, just don't get it on yourself. And that's not hard. That's why it's on the toilet seat. Men rarely get pee on themselves. I think that's just how life works. So peeing outside is great, and being in the middle of nowhere, I don't get the opportunity often to be able to just piss outside. It's so great. We went to a buffet in the nearest town. It was like a smallish town. And, it was pretty good. The buffet was pretty good. I don't want to give their name out because of what I'm about to say, but they didn't have a ton of options. And I was told that this buffet was like Golden Corral, but better. And, like, Golden Corral has cotton candy. Let's just be honest. One time, me and my family went to Golden Corral for Thanksgiving, and I ate, like, 10 sticks of cotton candy. I can't do that anymore because I will, and I'm not making the best effort right now, will not have a neck. Trying that. I'm looking kind of fat. My brother was like, "You have a neck beard?" I'm like, "Shut the fuck up. I'm just getting fat." He's like, "Why are you getting fat?" I'm like, "Shut the fuck up. My dad's dead." I take a drink. So anyways, it was good, but they didn't have a lot of options. But when we were there, we eventually got our checks, and we're like, "So we'll be all together or we'll be separate?" And then I was just like, "Separate but equal," as God intended. And I guess I didn't say eyebrows. No, I didn't say has God intended. I didn't say that. I've had a little bit of alcohol. I need to get that. That's a sound drop too. I need to remember. I was just like separate but equal. That's all I said. And then just fucking people were like, "That's not funny." It's like sometimes I can say things that are not funny and make people laugh. That's just the power of me. And
What?
no, sorry.
This is the type of guy you get.
So yeah. So I said that. Later in the game, I wanted to play like Jackbox Party Pack, and then I brought my Switch, and I had my Apple TV, and so I was wanting to do that. So I got my Switch working on there and stuff like that, but then I tried to connect my Apple TV, and we did play a couple games of Jackbox, and then I brought like my Apple TV. I want to get that set up because I can like just stream porn from my phone, and you're gonna be like, was it man on woman? Was it woman porn? Were women involved? No, they were not. And were hot men involved? No, they were not either. It would have been old men. We've just been watching that shit. It was like a projector, and it was like a somewhat older projector. And so it was like, so basically they had a DVI, which is like basically what older computers, like that blue cable you get with older computers you'd plug into for those, to HDMI. And I'm pretty sure that thing just died, like while we were there. Because then after trying to get the Apple TV to work, tried to get the Switch working again, didn't work, so we couldn't play Jackbox anymore. But okay, we just hung out and had fun by the fire, just by the fire.
What?
And then the weird part is I was not the wild card. I thought I was going to be the wild card. I came in expecting to be the wild card. I assumed I would be drinking all day, but I was like, everyone's like, "Do you want to take a shot with us?" I'm like, "Sure." And I take the shot. I'm like, "Whatever." And everyone's like, "Oh!" And I'm like, "That's a problem. That's a problem for me. That I don't gag when I take a shot, and I don't need a chaser when I take a shot." That's a big thing. That's going to be something I have to work out. But, I thought I was going to be the wild card because I can just drink all day and be fine. Because, I know how to get myself drunk perfectly, and I did that. But I wasn't the wild card. Another guy there, I don't want to be talking a lot of shit. I'm not really talking shit. I'm just talking about how he was the wild card. He had his first beer at 8 a.m., his first mixed drink at 10 a.m. When he went to the buffet, he had a rum mule. I think he got rum in his Moscow Mule. And I was like, I don't want to spend that much. I don't want to spend a ton of money. And so I was like, I'm not going to get alcohol because I bought, like, we had a ton back at the counter. I'm like, I don't need to buy more and stuff like that. So he was doing wild card shit all day. Just basically being like, hey, just stuff like that, wild card shit, just like unpredictable shit. You don't know what's going to happen. He's going to do unpredictable shit. But like, I was taking drinks offered to me all day. So I was effectively drinking all day, but I have built up a big tolerance, and I'm not bragging about that. I'm just pointing out a point. So by the time we got to the end of the day, I'm like, all right, I'm used to just getting drunk at the end of the day. Just because I'm so used to like, get your work done, have your fun. That's, work then play. That's how I live my life. And so because like what I brought to this, because everyone's like, one guy brought actually the wild card. He bought, there was 8 of us. He bought 8 Wagyu steaks. Wagyu? I think it's pronounced Wagyu. So they'll be like, you fucking Kansas trash mouth. Shut the fuck up. I will beat the shit out of you.
This is the type of guy you get.
Do I have...
First of all, ride or die.
I need the right one.
Man proposes and God disposes.
I don't think we're gonna get it. But anyways, though, and we had steaks that evening. Like, they were pretty good, except we were given fucking butter knives to cut them with. And one guy was like, "These steaks should be like so good that you can cut them with a butter knife." You know, they were great steaks. They were great steaks. So they were like $60 a pop. They were not fall apart. They did not cut with a butter knife. That's for sure. Fuck. Anyways, though, like, we had that, you know. Then I decided, let's go full throttle. Do I have...
Feel like a woman, a real woman. Let's go full throttle.
So then we went full throttle, and I decided to drink the rest of the Jack Daniels and Coke Zero I brought. So what did I bring to this party? Everyone else brought a lot of things. I could tell them about Wagyu steaks. I brought entertainment in the form of Jackbox Party Pack, my Apple TV so we could watch gay porn. That's the fucking entertainment. And I brought Cards Against Humanity, brought Jack and Coke, you know, just alcohol if someone wants it, you know, just doing my part, because I know I'm not the guy who's like throwing this, you know, whatever, but I just wanted to, you know, be a good sport. So no one else drank the Jack Daniels. I guess no one else's fucking hair on their chest. And so I do have a little bit of hair. If you're watching, can you see it? Yeah, it's not that much actually. And so, yeah, then I got pretty drunk, so I was just, you know, Jack Daniels. And the way I drank it was like, I got the whole cup, you know, Jack and Coke, just chug it. I just chugged the whole thing each time I got one. So it's basically like taking a shot of Jack Daniels, a big shot of Jack Daniels, like 4 times. I drank a whole bottle, like it was the smaller bottle, not like the one that's behind the counter, but like maybe like half a liter or something like that. I drank that all that whole weekend. So, you know, I think we're talking. I'm saying some dumb fucking shit because I'm just plastered out of my mind. And then I pass out. You know, I fall asleep. Which this was a better circumstance to pass out. Not at someone's wedding. I'm not going to do that again. But I passed out, you know, by the campfire. You know, as we were all talking and saying goofy shit. And then I'm actually like, all right, I kind of like woke up a little bit. I'm like, all right, I need to get to bed. So I stand up, and I was on a slight hill. And so then I fell, and I guess I rolled over a few times. And my foot landed in, like, the fire pit. Didn't land on a flame, but it landed in the fire pit. And, like, if I didn't get up carefully, like, I could have just fucking lit myself on fire. Luckily, I got help back up, because our friends, these people were better than me. Or at least the 2 people who were still awake were better than everyone else. Everyone else was like, ha, 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 ha. Because, like, they helped me up. I wobbled back to the cabin, made it to the bed, fell asleep, you know, and stuff like that. So, like that. And I think they apologized. Sorry we're laughing at you so much. I'm like, oh, I don't really care. I'm like, I knew I was drinking a lot. And so, I'm like, you know, if you drink a lot, this is also not a good life. This is not good life advice as well. That if you drink a lot, you just expect to embarrass yourself. Like, just be okay with it. Have no shame. That's not good life advice, but that's what I would do. So yeah, I think that was the end of the night. And then the next morning, I think we all hung out a little bit more and then went home. And so like I had there's another car that was going the same place that I was. And so, you know, we're going the same route. So I was behind them, you know, it was just how it was. I didn't need their directions. I'm not a fucking boomer who's like, I don't know how to get anywhere. I mean, I know how to fucking use a GPS. And so I get, you know, so we're driving. And then eventually we're behind like a slow ass truck. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this guy? And so eventually we get like an appearance because it's a 2-lane road. So eventually get an opportunity to pass them. And so we do pass them. Later on in the afternoon, I remember the car. I remember the truck. But I didn't look at him. I was driving myself. I drove my own car there. I got a message. It says, I'm going to read this verbatim. We 100% saw a dude in an old beat-up truck with a mullet getting roadhead on the way home. And I think they also mentioned, like, yeah, we saw 2 heads pop up, or a head pop up, or whatever. I'm like, I can't believe I fucking missed that.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
But anyways, though, that was the bachelor party. It was pretty fun. And surprisingly, I wasn't the wild card. So, some good shit. Hey there, you just checked out a highlight from Cancel Schweezy. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you learned something and that you are now a smarter individual. Just so you know, we have full episodes and other many highlights available now. Click here for the next best thing that you can go check out as well. And make sure you press that subscribe button and press that notification bell. That way you get updated anytime we make a new post or anytime that we make a new highlight or full episode. So thank you, honk if you love butt drugs, and stay awesome.